connection of what you're saying about masks and reinfection. We're talking about people who have never been infected before.
You're telling everybody to wear a mask, whether they've had an infection or a vaccine. What I'm saying is they have immunity, and everybody agrees they have immunity. What studies do you have that people that have had the vaccine or have had the infection are spreading the infection? If we're not spreading the infection, isn't it just theater?
No, it's not.
The vaccine and you're wearing 2 masks. Isn't that theater?
No, that's not. Here we go again with the theater. Let's get down to the facts. Okay, the studies that you quote from Crotty and Sete look at in vitro examination of memory immunity, which in their paper they specifically say this does not necessarily pertain to the actual protection. It's in vitro.
And what studies can you point to that shows significant reinfection? There are no studies that show significant reinfection.
Let me finish the response to your question, if you please.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Kakadash. And as you can see, hey, the house of Esau divided again. All right? Hey, because, you know, the pressure's on, man, which all of this stuff with the media, everything that they show you, all right? Because the scriptures say what is referred to as Esau having signs and lying wonders, all right? Hey, so we know, you know, a lot of this, most of the stuff that you see on television, on the tube, on whatever, you know, it's all controlled, right? A lot of this opposition is controlled opposition, but then, hey, we know that Esau's house really is divided, and so that division and that opposition, you know, really is in there, all right? And you can see, you know, these Edomites trying to, you know, come up with plans. You know, you got some of them who they would just want to go things back to normal, all right? Not understanding, you know, what's going on with the dollar, what's going on with the United States' world presence and world currency, all right? Because there is no, at this point, there is no going back to normal, right? Even though you have things opening up. I believe here in Chicago, they're talking about some of these bars are going to come back to 75%. A lot of the red states, you know, they're saying you can come in without the mask or something, because a lot of these people are taking the vaccine, which, you know, you still shouldn't deal with that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, because you got a lot of these celebrities. I think Hagler recently passed, and they never did confirm why he passed, all right? Hank Aaron. You got a lot of these Israelite jakes, these old school jakes. They're trusting in Esau, boom, and they're out of here. All right. So that judgment, you know, should serve as an example. What happens when you trust Esau? And it's all, and if you notice, man, it's from these athletes, man. It's from these old warriors, okay? Because Hagler, he was a warrior, you know, marvelous. All right, but at the end of the day, if the Lord is not with you, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying, how many sit-ups and crunches and none of that stuff you could do. All right, these are spiritual matters, spiritual times, and you have to be able to discern, you know, the times that we're in. All right, and the senator is telling them, look, there's no proof that the mask actually works. All right, and then they're gonna argue, go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's all theater. All right, and Fauci knows it. All right, but let's let the scripture speak. All right, because this stuff is coming to a close, man, very soon. All right, very soon. What is it I wanted? All right, it's Wisdom of Solomon 2:1. All right, because these people, they're not listening in. They don't care. They don't see the signs, you know what I'm saying? They're not seeing what Jake is doing. All right. Hey, recently you had in this new Coming America movie, I believe the son that's saying that he was on the RuPaul drag race show or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that stuff is creeping in, man. They're really promoting that QLBTG spirit, you know what I'm saying, on the people. All right, that transhumanism spirit. All of this stuff is going to go push towards the chip. All right, because people want things to go back to normal. Everybody wants, you know, everything to be just settled. okay, this is just a little phase. No, it's not a phase, all right? Esau is using this for global domination. And that's what all this stuff is for. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2:1. It said, for the ungodly said, reasoning without themselves, but not aright. Yeah, not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. I'm going to jump down now to verse let's see, verse, what did I want? Select it. Right, verse 6, all right? Because now we're in the spring, and now here we go. We say, we go off the moon calendar, you know what I'm saying? These guys are, these lunatics, these guys are loony, all right? Now, according to the lunar calendar, we're in the first month, all right? Here it is, everything's warming up, all right? It was a little, nippy earlier, but things are warming up. All right, the animals are coming back. All the animals are migrating. The insects are coming out. All right, through the spirit. This is the first month. All right, but what are people doing in the spring? What are our people doing in the spring? All right, it says, "Let us feel. Now, come on. Therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth." And from generation to generation here in Babylon, man, that's what people get caught up in. All right, it's springtime. We got to go to St. Patrick's Day. We got Valentine's Day. Got to go down here for spring break. Caught up, man. That's a spirit, man. Being in the world, that shit jumps on you. All right, that spirit jumps on you heavy. All right, it says, even though this is supposed to be the greatest pandemic ever, the greatest one ever. All right, let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Everybody got that check, the champagne. They gotta have that champagne, that $200, $300 champagne. All right. It says, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Exactly. All right. The trend, man. The trend. Everybody, here it is. It's cool. It's so cool and rare, but everybody's doing the shit. All right. And that's what's crazy, man, because we bring out this truth of the scriptures. We bring out all these different matters pertaining to the wife of our youth, which is wisdom, and people look at us crazy. All right, when what we're doing is rare. What we're doing is really, the small thing going up against the machine. All right, going up against the giant. All right, what does it say? Our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, because we're going up against spirit strongholds. All right, we're going against those strongholds. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Exactly. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. All right, and that's what people are worried about. Nobody's worried about all this technical stuff and what the Lord said, the diverse earthquakes in the land, you know what I'm saying? All of the volcanoes going over, all the international politics and things of war. People doing the usual, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake turning up. Look. Hey, look at Jake on the left. Jake turning up. All right, Jake ain't worried about this shit. And they showing all Edomites, but Jake is in there. Everywhere Esau is, you already know. If you look close enough in the picture, Jake is gonna be there. And a lot of these people we think are Esau are really Jake. And what I'm not saying is, you go to a party, you go to an event or something, you go to like a sporting event or something, but yeah, that's going off. That's going, what I'm saying? The Lord is going to destroy it. No, it's not necessarily that. It's just the mindset of you being, caught up in that life. Right? Caught up in the glam and the glitter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because brothers, they have events, barbecues and all these things, but that's not stuff that we put on camera, and promote necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Those are things in the background. The truth in this ministry is our first priority. All right, so I want to make sure I'm clear with that. All right, because brothers might go to, you know, whatever little event or folly, you know, that they go to, you know, which, you know, you shouldn't be all up in the club, you know, every week at a strip club, or, you know, so you shouldn't be in that spirit, no. All right, but, you know what I'm saying, if you go to something, you know, something small, you know what I'm saying, you know, everybody knows, you know, their own balance, what they can handle, you know, dealing with, and what they can't. All right, but again, first priority is this, man, because you see the mentality of the ungodly. All right, this is Proverbs 5:18. It said, "Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth." All right, who is the wife of thy youth? Let's see what the scriptures say. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 8. Salakia. Yep. And 2, it said, "I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty." All right. And when the scriptures talk about wisdom, what is it talking about? Being wise in what? What kind of wisdom? What are we talking about? Everybody says that they're wise. All right. It says, verse 5, "If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things?" All right. Who? Yeah. It said, yeah, riches be a possession. These people desire riches, but they don't even know how to balance, you know what I'm saying, what they're doing. Verse 8, "If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speech, and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders," and that's exactly what's going on in the earth, signs and wonders. All right, all these different things happening which are written aforetime, you know, for our learning. All right, it says, "In the events of seasons and times," and the real people who are wise, really, you know, even though it's wisdom according to this world, are the people who, you know, make money off of all of the stuff that's going on, man. That's how these Edomites get paid, man. They know the sign, the season. All right, you go to the store. It was St. Patty's Day. What they had, the corned beef, the cabbage. They had everything laid out, and people just bought it. All right, thinking that, you know, they were doing something. They wanted to experience, you know, the time and the season. Well, if you're gonna do that, you know, experience that on the side of the righteous. All right, put the work of the Lord first and foremost. You know what I'm saying, and use the Spirit to guide you through whatever time and season we're going through. Because guess what? This is the end of the end at the end of the day. All right, all of this stuff is gonna be burned up anyway. All right, so Lord willing is edifying. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kagadash. Lord willing is edifying. Shalom.